Hey, Scott from Aristocop.com here.
And Seth from Markwood.com.
Together, the three of us, we are Markwood Men's Breakfast Club. I don't know what this thing is doing, but
no idea.
I have no control over it. We're Markwood Men's Breakfast Club. Welcome back once again. Good morning, boy.
Morning, Homer.
How are you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm well as well. Good to see you.
You too. It's been a while since I've done this.
What are you smoking there?
I have no idea.
You
just gave me Martian cigarettes, as far as I'm aware. You just gave me a bag and said, smoke this.
There's a Dagner poker, and you're smoking some Sutliff 1M, which is kind of sort of 1Q. It's the way I describe it sometimes. It's like 1Q with just a touch of Play-Doh. God, it does. It has a little flavor in it that, to me, and maybe it's a chemical, maybe it's a wetting agent. I don't know what it is, but when I first light it up, I get that kind of Play-Doh taste to it.
I can see that.
Which we've had that from other tobaccos over the years too.
Yeah.
Remember all that ketchup-y?
Oh yeah. Ketchup is different than Play-Doh.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But yes.
So let's see what we're going to talk about today. Oh, a couple of things. We're going to talk about tax deductions. But first,
cannot wait.
First and foremost,
hold on to your seats, kids.
We're going to talk about my Sharpie, and trust me, yes, we've talked about this before, but there's a reason for you to hang on. So, this Sharpie was given to me by this young man a number of years ago, and I've always carried a Sharpie and a ballpoint pen. I don't know how long ago I started doing that, but 25 years ago, maybe, I started doing that. Used to, in the shop, always have a pen and a mechanical pencil. And that evolved into the Sharpie. And at one point...
How did it do that?
It's how, pressure. Yeah. At one point, Boy saw this stainless steel Sharpie and knew that I had to have it. So he bought it for me, and it's cool in that it works just like a Sharpie, and it is replaceable. That cartridge right there comes out, and away you go. Bob's your uncle. Great product. However, it was discontinued. And I had a bro worker who I met about a year ago who excited me one day when I found out he worked at one time for the company who was the parent company of Sharpie, and he brought me in a couple of the refills. Brought him into work and gave them to me. Now, unfortunately, this gentleman also passed away suddenly, and not that I was looking forward to getting more refills, and he ruined my plan.
Okay.
But
we have searched on eBay for these refills, and they are more, what's the right word, endangered than Aristocop pipes. They're like $80, $90 for a pack of 4 refills. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I tried to buy some for Christmas one year and I couldn't afford it.
So, I forget what happened next.
So what happened next is I bought you a gift that you never received because Adam Savage made a video of his favorite things probably 2 years ago. They do on Tested YouTube channel for Christmas. One of his favorite things is a Sharpie in a case. That is essentially like that, a steel case with a Sharpie on the inside, except that it's designed in such a way that the grip can actually hold a standard Sharpie. And so basically have a Sharpie case that, if you think of like a fountain pen or a traditional click pen, the Sharpie is the entire ink cartridge inside of this thing. And so I bought it and then lost it in my house somewhere.
Yeah, and it is oversized. It's the size of a Sharpie.
But you ended up getting one at some point,
in a case. No, I didn't get one. I saw it at a a stationery store. I didn't like it. I just thought it was way too bulky.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to remember though how this other product. Did you bring it to my attention?
I did.
Okay, so take it from there.
I peruse. I'm known to peruse the EDC subreddit, which is Everyday Carry, which is basically just a place where guys, dudes, post pictures of the craft they carry in their pockets or their bags. And so you see a whole lot of stuff sitting on a table and you're like, ooh, that's shiny. I wonder what that is and how much it's going to hurt my bank account. Usually it's knives. Oftentimes it's guns. In this case, it was this product.
Stainless steel Sharpies.
Stainless steel Sharpies.
So here's what happened. This is not a Sharpie. This is a knockoff of a Sharpie as made by
Zebra.
The Zebra pen company. So there's my Sharpie and there's the Zebra. You'll notice the Zebra has a black band on it where this one has a metallic band. That band is actually plastic, it's electroplated. And some people had complained about that getting scratched up and eventually exposing the plastic. I've never experienced that. But
wait, show the bottoms because I think the
bottom, I'm hiding the bottoms right now.
Sorry,
because you'll notice the bottom of the Sharpie is just like a Sharpie pen, where the bottom of the Zebra is flat. And it's actually, it looks to me like it's an added piece that was put on the end of that. But here's what I find interesting about this. A couple things. All right. So just like the Sharpie, this one unscrews and this is replaceable, right? And I thought, that's awesome. I'm going to put that in my Sharpie. And so I took my Sharpie. Here, hold my caps, would you? And pulled that out. And what did I learn? They're not threaded the same. It just doesn't quite fit. And the Sharpie one is actually too small for these threads. It'll slip right in. And so that hope was dashed because I thought, you know what, I'm going to prefer the tapered end on the Sharpie because I think that fits my pocket a little bit better. But then one day I'm sitting in my car smoking my pipe and I'm reaching around and looking for my tamper and I realized I didn't have my tamper and I thought, well, I'll just use the bottom of my Sharpie as I have done in a pinch, and I went, look at that. It's perfect. It's perfect. This is so much better than a Sharpie. It's amazingly bold, very, very strong ink. And one of the ways they're promoting this pen is they're showing it with the lid off for days and days and days and days, like 5 days, and the thing still writes.
Wow.
It doesn't dry out.
Not seen that. That's awesome.
It's a little bit aggressive. I'm finding that it passes through Post-it notes a little bit more aggressively. I'd admit to something that happened just this very day, but I'm not going to.
Well,
but let's just say it passed through something and I ended up having to do a lot of cleaning of something with some Clorox.
Weird.
Yeah.
Remember though, it has been a while since you have had a fresh nib on your Sharpie. So your Sharpie may have a similar experience when it's brand new, fresh. I mean, you've gotten to the point where you're refreshing your Sharpie.
Yeah, I'm taking my Sharpie and dipping it in alcohol to refresh it.
So, have you investigated? Can either one of them be removed and refilled with ink? Can you disassemble the ink part? Pop it off?
I don't know, and at this stage, I don't care because I can get the Zebras.
Yeah.
So
I mean, do you have?
I jumped on Amazon and I bought one, and then I started looking online to see if I could learn more about them, and I found out that they had them at Walgreens. So I went to Walgreens, searched and searched and searched all over in their office supply area, nothing. And then I went over and saw that they had an area for back to school, and there they were. Now, they didn't have any refills, but they had the actual pens. So this is the one that I ordered from Amazon, unopened. And let me just say, I own one, and so do you.
Woohoo! That's great, because I was going to go to Walgreens after this. I don't have to. Thank you.
You're welcome. How much are they? I think they're like around $7 maybe. And the Sharpie ones were a bit more than that. I want to say the Sharpies were close to 10.
Yeah.
So very reasonably priced. What's different about them? They do have a ever so slightly wider and stronger clip on the pocket. And so I notice that I'm having to be a little more careful about clipping that onto my shirt.
Huh.
But what?
So their marketing is great for this. So it says won't dry out up to 5 days. Extended cap off time. It says, do you need a permanent marker that's as tough as you? Zebra's PM 701 means business. With a durable stainless steel barrel and a cap off time of 120 hours. Zebra's PM will keep you going no matter how big or small a task is at hand. So down here, it has a check mark, and it says independently tested independently tested to be last up to 120 hours with the cap off in a variety of temperatures according to, and it has ANSI Z356.5. Cap off time can vary and is dependent on a number of variables such as humidity and temperature. Okay. Pretty cool. Pretty cool that not only, I mean, it's not just like they set it out and made a video, but it was actually claimed, third party tested, certified. That's a big deal in my industry. Pretty neat. Thanks. That's awesome.
You're welcome. All right, so we'll put a link to this down below. We do that from time to time. Yes, it's an affiliate link. If you click on it and buy this on Amazon, it won't cost you any more, but we'll get a little something, something, which helps to keep this more interesting for us as well. So the other topic I want to talk about, I mentioned, is tax evasion. No, tax deductions. There is a YouTube channel that I watch and have watched for many years. It's a young lady out of a little town in Ohio where my wife's family used to have a hardware store. And she, for a while, was doing videos where she was going into places like thrift stores, Goodwill, and buying things and reselling them. She was selling them on eBay. So it was sort of that, not quite the retail arbitrage. She wasn't trying necessarily to buy new and sell it on Amazon. She was buying it used and reselling on eBay. But then over time, she has evolved her approach to where she is now doing primarily Amazon merch. So she has designed t-shirt designs.
Sorry, I was just reminded.
What?
I don't enjoy retrohaling pipes or cigars generally. I don't care for it.
And yet,
but I have grown used to it because I do really enjoy it with my e-cig that we talked about last week. Oh man, that was just a force of just habit, and it sorry, that caught me off guard. Oh, that was unpleasant. Continue.
So anyway, this gal has been doing what's called Amazon merch, and merch is something that designers can, kind of like Zazzle, they can design a t-shirt and it can be sold through Amazon, and they make a little commission on it. And if they're the ones that are driving the traffic to it, they make a little bit more. So it's kind of a neat idea, and it's done by invitation only. And then when you start out, they'll let you put a couple shirts out, and then you have to sell so many before they'll allow you to put more. And so maybe you get 3 initially that you're allowed to put up for sale, and if you're successful, they'll let you put up 5 and then 10. The more you have available for sale, the more you'll sell, and obviously you're not going to do that unless your designs are effective. So she has been sharing on her YouTube channel some of her success and how her business has grown over the months. And she's now earning about $3,000 a month on Amazon merch. Well, she did a video recently where the thumbnail said, free shirts from Amazon. And then in her video, she said, as a business, you should take a look at the quality of the shirts that you're offering and the quality of the print, And you can buy those shirts and then you can deduct them on your taxes. Therefore, they're free. So I left a comment on her video and got a reply back from her. But I want to make sure that we all understand how tax deductions work when it comes to businesses. So here's what I commented. You know, if a business like Aristocob.com feels the need to spend $1,000 on something, and let's say we're going to buy a new printer to print something on boxes, it's going to be $1,000. And if I'm in a 25% tax bracket, that income that I got from selling pipes would be taxed at $250. But because I purchased something for my business that would be considered tax deductible, I can deduct that $1,000 from my income. So let's say I earned $50,000 that year, I would only claim $49,000, and I'm only paying the 25% of the $49,000 of income, because that $1,000 was deducted from my income, therefore reducing my tax burden by $250 in this example. That's not the same as getting a free $1,000 printer or getting free shirts from Amazon. And I find that a lot of people who are not business people don't understand that and seem to think that businesses are, you know, having meetings in Hawaii and everything's deductible, meaning that the taxpayer is paying for it. No. There are people, though, that would still even argue that 25% really belonged to the government and that therefore the taxpayers are paying for it. But I would argue on another occasion, maybe when we're looking at each other in the eyes, that you're wrong, if that's what you think. But for now, I just thought I'd clear that up. I'll put a link down below if you want to check out her channel. I'm trying to, what is her name? Patton is her last name. What's her first name?
Jemima.
We'll link to it below. If you're interested in passive income and stuff like that, I think her channel's pretty good. She disappears for months and months on end, and then suddenly she gets the idea that, hey, I got some topics to share.
We know people like that.
And we do know people like that. But anyway, recommend you check her out. So we're gonna make this a little shorter than normal because we got things to do, and people
They know how long this has been.
Not at all.
Right.
We'll find out in a second.
That's right.
Anyway, thanks for joining us today. Make it a great day, and go buy yourself one of these markers.
Yeah, thank you again. See you next week.